Bonjour, the indefinite article in French. Okay, now let's imagine you are proficient at speaking French already. You can strike up a conversation with hordes of angry waiters in Paris and go as far as to brighten up their days sometimes. Yeah, that's how good you are. And that's not all. You also know more than 20,000 words in French. Your pronunciation is also clear as a bell, mellifluous, musical. Well, get this, even in that case, you still need to revisit the use of basic topics like the indefinite articles from time to time. And why is that? Because, get this, it's what we think we already know that often prevents us from learning. Okay? It's what we think we already know that often prevents us from learning. So, in sum, there's no grammatical topic that is ever too simple to be overlooked. So, I suggest we dig in to that topic. Does that make sense? And here are the details. As you can see on screen, we can have two kinds, or let's say two kinds of indefinite articles in English, which are a, an, or in some cases, it's going to be some when they are in the plural forms. And in French, we're going to have un, une in the singular form, depending on whether it is a masculine word or a feminine word. Or in the case of the plurals, we're going to have they. And what does it do then? Well, the indefinite article is used when referring to a thing or a person without specifying which one or which ones. And as such, it is not the same as the definite article, because the definite article, le, la, l'apostrophe, les, we know what we're talking about. But here, we don't know. It could be any. And if we take an example here, we have the singular form of the feminine word, a revolution, which in French is une révolution. Try to repeat after me. Une révolution. Une révolution. Yes, it's the indefinite article in French. And now, in the case of a masculine word, we're going to have un robot. Un robot. Yes, un robot, because it's a masculine word. So, une, feminine singular form, un, masculine singular form. Now, in the plural, we have des. And in English, we wouldn't necessarily say some revolutions. We would say revolutions in most cases. But in English, you have to say des. Il y a des révolutions. There are revolutions. Il y a des révolutions. So that's quite a big difference between the two languages. Des révolutions or des robots. And in both cases, feminine or masculine, doesn't matter which one, you're going to have the same indefinite article, des. Okay? Hope it makes sense. Hopefully it does. And now I'm going to show you how negative sentences in French change the use of definite articles. And this is a trap. And a lot of students fall into that trap. And I don't want you to fall into that trap because it's quite easy to master once you understand the rule. It's not a hard rule. It's an easy rule. It's the easiest rule. I'm going to show you how ridiculously easy it is to master that rule. Let's take an example. Marie a un robot. Marie has a robot. Well, in the negative form of the sentence, we will have Marie n'a pas de robot. Okay? So un, indefinite, changes in the negative form from un to de. Marie a un robot. Marie n'a pas de robot. Listen, I'm not saying Marie n'a pas un robot. And I hear that mistakes almost all the time. And it is a mistake. Marie n'a pas de robot is the correct form. Thumb up if you say that. Marie n'a pas un robot is thumb down. I'm sorry. This is not good. This is not French. This is not correct French. This is someone learning French making a mistake. Marie n'a pas de robot. Someone who's mastered the role. Much better. John a des robots. Let's take an example now in the plural form. John a des robots becomes John n'a pas de robots. So if you have un ou une in the declarative sentence and then you turn that sentence to a negative sentence, un, une, des becomes de. Marie n'a pas de robot, John n'a pas de robot. Hopefully it's clear enough. Hopefully you can follow. And I'd like also to add that a word of caution now, because with the indefinite article, well, they do not apply in the case of nationalities and jobs. And this matters. You don't want to say, for example, Marie est une illustratrice. Wrong. Sounds wrong to my ears. You know, when I go like, I hear that, I'm like, I get what you're saying, but we're not quite there yet. We need to remove that indefinite article because it's not supposed to be there, because there's a rule that says you're not supposed to have nationalities and jobs preceded by an indefinite article in French. In the cases specified on screen right now. Marie est illustratrice. Try to repeat after me. Marie est illustratrice. Illustratrice. Okay? Marie is illustrator. That's how we say it in French. Same for John. Let's say John is a pilot. Then we're going to say John est pilote. We're not saying John is a pilot in French. John est pilote, right? Easy. And finally, it also applies to nationalities. Jocelyne et José sont not des, not supposed to have des. Jocelyne et José sont espagnols. So hopefully it's clear enough now. And obviously, the theoretical part of this lesson was just the beginning, because now, as you already know, there's an exercise. And it is the time to complete the exercise by clicking the link below the video. So take the next step, and I'll see you soon.